Welcome back to ADHD Whiskey. My name is Matt. Today we're not just drinking 1 ounce, we're drinking 2. And in the end, it'll be one for me and one for you. What does that mean? It means that I've got 2 boxes here, A and B. One of them is for you and one of them is for me. But before we get into this blind bourbon skirmish 1 ounce Wednesday give and takes giving, I want to tell you about today's video sponsor. Once again, this video is brought to you by our good friends over at Original Grain. Currently, Original Grain is running their best sale of the year. It's their Black Friday sale, which is 20% off. But when you go to originalgrain.com/ADHD and use code ADHD at checkout, you'll save an additional 10%. That's 30% off for a gift for the whiskey lover in your life. They specialize in using reclaimed materials to construct their watches, like this one made out of Kentucky bourbon barrels. Want to make it extra special? They'll do a custom engraving on the back of the watch just for you. Still not sold? What the heck is wrong with you? Original Grain also plants a tree for every single watch they sell. Now that's what I call sustainability. So head on over to originalgrain.com/ADHD, link in the description below. Use code ADHD at checkout and save yourself 30%. Thank you, Original Grain, for sponsoring this video, and thank you, all the viewers who support the sponsors who support this channel. Now it's time to get back to this Bourbon Skirmish 1 ounce Wednesday blind give or takes giving. I don't know. So what in the heck is going on here? Let me tell you. Damon and Daniel from the Minnesota Whiskey Elite are providing me once again this year with their advent calendar. So you're going to get a brand new video from me every single day, December 1st through the 25th. As a little bit of a thank you for doing their advent calendar this year, Damon and Daniel sent me 2 boxes. 2 mystery boxes of whiskey behind me. What I'm going to do is blind taste them both today. I'm going to blindly choose one of them to keep for myself, and then the other one will be given away to a Patreon member this Friday on my live stream. So I'm going to pour 2 samples in 2 glasses. We're going to swirl and nose and review their asses, and then I'm going to choose a box for me, and then 1 box for you. Thank you, Damon and Daniel, for doing this. Super awesome of you guys. Super freaking cool. What are in these boxes? No idea. I got one here, and I got one here. They were in my pocket, close to my gigantic body, warming up. Because you know what I always say, a warmer whiskey is a better whiskey. For tasting anyway. 2 glasses. Glass A. Glass B. America. A, B. A, B. There's so much pressure on me right now because one of these bottles is gonna be mine and one of these bottles is not gonna be mine. Will I pick the right bottle? Obviously, because I'm gonna pick the one that tastes better. But what will it be? Wait around and we'll see. Double SJ? Double SJ on this week of Thanksgiving? I'm thankful for being able to do a double SJ. How about you? Glass A. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Glass A smells wonderful. Glass A is very cherry cinnamon. Cherry cinnamon and powerful on glass A. What is that? It definitely reminds me of bakery, like bakery pie crust. Glass B. What is the world? B smells very good too, but it's totally different. B is more grapey and dusty. Not dusty like an old bourbon, but dusty like kind of like a wooden box of grapes. Which one of these do I like more? It's very hard to tell. These both smell so good and so different, but like I feel like there is a similarity in there somewhere, which is strange. All right, let's go for a taste of glass A. A. That is very nice. That is a very nice pour. I expected there to be more oomph on the palate. I expected there to be more of a thrust job on the palate. I expected it to pound me out a little bit harder than that. It was actually more of a gentle arrangement. a little bit more of a gentle encounter. It did delicate things to my palate when I expected it to come in rough and rowdy. You know what I mean? Very weird because I feel like it's familiar but also unfamiliar. It's like, I kind of know what that is, but at the same time, I kind of don't. Familiar but unfamiliar. Like when you're dancing in a nightclub and you're bumping and grinding on someone and then you make eye contact and you're like looking into their eyes and you're like, you are so unfamiliar but familiar. And then you remember that it's your family reunion that weekend and then you're like, oh shit, we shouldn't have been bumping and grinding because you got the same nose I got. And that was the familiar part. Glass B. Ooh. I'm not really able to gauge an age on these. They don't taste young, nor do they taste really old. I'm not getting like tremendous oak influence from them, but I am getting some sort of like, these aren't young whiskeys and they don't taste finished. If I had to guess, these are both bourbons. Strangely enough, the nose on glass A matches the palate of glass B, and the palate of glass B matches the nose of glass A. So if the nose and the palate were flippy McSkippied, then we'd be kind of like, you know, am I overthinking this? Absolutely. I overthink everything. Like if I fall asleep with an AirPod in my ear and I wake up and I can't find it, I wonder if it's actually in my head. Yeah, glass A is a spicy McSpicerton. It is cinnamon. It's like a cherry cinnamon tree. Cherry cinnamon bark. Glass B has kind of like a ting to it. A little bit of a zing. These two whiskeys, and I'm probably way off here, these two whiskeys remind me of when I was tasting single barrel picks. When I was like trying to decipher between single barrels of barrel, Kentucky distillate barrel single barrels last year. My Secret of the Booze. They kind of remind me of that a little bit. They're both very good. I like them both a lot. This is way harder than it needed to be. That's what she said. But I tend to make things that hard. Thank you, Cialis. I'm going to take one more drink, and then I'm going to decide which one belongs to Porter and which one will be given to a Porter supporter. I would guess these are single barrels from the same distillery, and they're just different single barrels. That's what I'm guessing here. That's my guess. Why do I know what these are, but I don't? They're not MGP. They're not Buffalo Trace. They're not Barton. Oh, Four Roses maybe? Oh, I wonder if these are Four Roses. I bet you these are friggin' Four Roses. I'm not sure why, but something is telling me to pick box B. So pick box B. Box B is for me. All right, let's see which one is for me and which one is for you. Let's go to box A first. All right, it's the moment of truth. Box A. Is. No kidding, really? Bullet Bourbon Frontier Whiskey Barrel Strength. Huh. It is 123.4 proof. It's batch number 3. Let's see what I picked. I picked a Four Roses single barrel strength, specially selected by Andy's Liquor since 1934, bottled September 2020. It's a 10-year, 7-month OBSQ, 116.8 proof. Four Roses single barrel. Hells yeah. Thank you, Damon and Daniel, for these. It is the season for giving, and I don't think it's the season for taking. On this Give or Takes Giving, I believe that I will give both of these bottles to a Patreon member this Friday on my live stream. So if you're a Patreon member, keep your eyes out. One of you will receive, boom, bang, pow, both boxes. As much as I love that Four Roses pick, I want it to be in somebody else's hands because I'm so thankful for you, the viewers, the patrons, and I love you so much. That was a very weird blind, a very strange blind that threw my brain apart in different directions. I didn't know which way to go, what to think, and I almost picked the bullet over the Four Roses, but at the last second I was like, I think that if I would have tasted them in a different order, I think if I would have tasted B before A, then I would have preferred B over A. That was just something in my brain that told me that, because the A overpowered the B a little bit, but I think if I would have flip-flopped them and tasted B before A, then B would have been better than A. And I do believe that Andy's Liquor Four Roses pick, I absolutely loved. Friggin' absolutely loved. In the 2020 Advent calendar, was that the same bottle that was blind in that calendar that I friggin' adored? I don't remember, but I think it might have been. Who knows? It was a couple years ago. Thank you, Damon and Daniel, Minnesota Whiskey Elite, for providing me with this double blind boxed Bourbon Skirmish 1 ounce Wednesday. Friggin' Give or Takes Giving, give and takes give. I don't know. If you're a Patreon supporter, then I will run a randomizer this Friday to find out who's walking away with both boxes. Thank you for watching. If you're not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. My name is Matt, this is ADHD Whiskey, and like I always say, keep your head in the clouds but your mind on gearing up for the holidays. And for me, that means gearing up for shooting a video for every day of December, 1st through the 25th, a video per day. How will I do that this year? I don't know. I feel like I'm more prepared than last year, health-wise. Last year I went into the Advent calendar a sick, fat